Grade 5 students at Winston Churchill School had a special guest drop by yesterday to teach them something they wouldn't typically learn in class. Newcap meteorologist Peter Quinlan got the chance to show the kids just how fascinating weather can be. And as Jack Haskins explains, the kids took quite an interest in the presentation.
You get the Rocky Mountains. How many of you guys been to the Rocky Mountains? Lots of people, right? They're pretty close.
Peter realized that he wanted to be a meteorologist when he was in elementary school. He recently graduated from a 4-year degree at the University of Alberta, and now he's teaching these grade 5 kids all about weather.
It was fun just to be able to connect with the kids and be able to teach them these new concepts, and it also helps me to be able to solidify these things that I know and I've learned in great detail.
Having someone with a strong weather background come in and teach the kids a little something new is not just a big hit with the students, it's also refreshing for the teachers.
We had career week last week, so this is something good for the kids to see of somebody that has a career in a field that we're studying, and it's an option for the students, so that's nice.
The air and the water that's in the air condense and we get clouds. You guys have learned about clouds, right? Yeah. Yes.
Peter talked about a bunch of interesting weather facts, ranging from how fast clouds move to how snowflakes are formed.
They're asking lots of questions like, how fast can a tornado move? Well, how fast do the clouds move? They want to know a lot of details, which is what you will study if you go to learn about the weather.
When Peter started describing severe weather patterns, it seemed that tornadoes piqued the students' interest.
Learning about how tornadoes and hurricanes are formed.
All about how tornadoes formed and how long they could go for.
Well, it was really cool because I didn't know how a tornado formed in the eye, in the middle of the ocean, the eye formed.
And the kids weren't the only ones who learned something new.
Those kids did ask me one question that stumped me about how fast a tornado can go, which is a very important thing. I thought it was only 300 kilometers per hour, but when we looked it up, it was actually 500 kilometers per hour was the maximum sustained wind gust in a tornado. So I did learn something from these kids as well, which was fun.
Jack Haskins, Newcap News.
Yeah, looks like Peter knocked it out there for sure. Well, this Hallows Eve will be even more spectacular now that Lloydminster's well-known Halloween house is almost complete. After 2 months of decorating and now with only a few finishing touches left, the final showcase will be sure to wow visitors and trick-or-treaters. Kathy Lee dishes out the new spooky additions to the house this year.
Monsters to horror characters. It's during All Hallows Eve when Yvonne Claroux's creativity surfaces on and outside his Halloween house.
I just love Halloween. It's a fun time for me and my friends, and we just decided that Halloween would be a good time to decorate.
But all this work, about 2 months of it, couldn't be done without the help of good friends.
He was at the very top of that ladder, to put all those decorations up there. So that's quite an effort, just to make sure that he's okay at the end of the day.
Claroux started decorating 5 years ago, initially wanting to create a space where families can visit for a fun time.
This way here, it's a safe house to come to. You get safe candies, you don't get nothing bad, no drugs in candies, no needles, no pins, no nothing like that in candies. So you get, a safe haven to come to for Halloween.
Which eventually evolved into an annual fundraiser, this year raising money for the United Way.
We're hoping to raise money to make people realize how much importance there are in civilization, that we have to take care of people and stuff.
New displays include a United Way ladder and a pet cemetery. All the pieces made while keeping the environment in mind.
Every one of these dummies you see are made out of pop bottles or plastic or recyclable material.
Reaction from the community is what drives these guys to keep the Halloween house alive each year.
Oh, just to see those little kids come by at night or during the day and vehicles driving by, it's just so unique to see.
And for Claroux, it's also a chance for him to be a kid again.
I always dress up every year, and you never know what I dress up as.
Now, the house isn't quite finished yet, but it is open from 7 to 11 each night before Halloween for a sneak peek. The owner is also accepting donations for the United Way and candy for trick-or-treaters. Reporting from Lloydminster's Halloween house, Kathy Lee, Newcap News.